time on Muscle Car Workout, we had dueling painters working on the 68 Cutlass. I did a great job on the undercarriage, and we had another novice painter spray the bedliner material inside the car. But our big push was to finish the Boy Scout car. We barely made our deadline for the 61 CarryAll, and now it's time to load it up and ship it out.
It's one of those projects, you know what, glad we did it. We donated a lot of time. Every hour was not charged on that. We donated a lot because it was the Boy Scout, Cub Scout. We didn't build it like cars that we normally build. It wasn't a frame off. That's what we normally do here. We didn't really do a full-blown hot rod. So when that's what you do, it takes some of the steam out of it. I hope we did what they wanted. They gave us all indications. I mean, this is one of those things where we weren't given a free rope with it. We weren't given like you do whatever you want, because if what we would do with that car, we would have did it a lot different. But you know what? We do it again tomorrow because that's what we do. We still, you know, once in a while you're going to do projects for Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts. Hopefully, I think they want us to do another one next year. And you know, there's going to be more projects like that.
Really wasn't the way that I wanted, that I do cars like that, so, you know, but it looked good. You know.
Between all the effort and everybody put into it and a little bit of time we had, I think it came out good, really nice, and hopefully when it gets there, it'll get there safe and it'll be auctioned off.
It was a neat experience. One for the Boy Scouts.
That was a lot of work, but it was fun work. Remember how that car looked when it first arrived here? I would say we muscled it up a little. I know we muscled up the motor. Alan blew that before he ever got the car into the shop. Now it has a whole new crate motor and the throaty sound of a muscle car. Now I heard from the truck driver who loaded up the CarryAll a few days ago, and good news, he made it to the auction in time.
The final intent was to get the car and looking good and bringing big money, because ultimately the Boy Scouts were to receive whatever the car brought. One of the ladies is involved in a Cub Scout pack. Thanks to her, she had them all in uniform. She had them there for the auction. We loaded them in the back of that car. We had the Chief Scout Executive from North Carolina was actually out in Scottsdale. The Scout Executive was allowed to come up and describe how important this car was and how important the camp was that the money would be used to build.
24,000 Scouts volunteers enjoy a piece of property where the Sandhills meets the Piedmont. Camp Durant, by the way, that's an automotive name for your history buffs. And this car, the proceeds are going to go to that capital campaign to help us build a new Camp Durant for the Scouts in North Carolina.
Fantastic. Bid from your heart, folks. What a great cause. Look at these guys wiping this thing down for the new owner.
We were late getting our photography in, and what we lacked in photography, they more than made up in description of the benefits that were going to be received by the Boy Scouts for the car.
I could not see that there'd be any interest, in my opinion, in the 61 CarryAll. I was doing it because I was paid to do it and asked to do it. And as I got to know Mr. Poole, I was worried about the whole thing. And I showed a lot of concern to Mr. Poole. And then finally one day Lonnie just grabbed me and said, relax, don't worry about it. It's my nickel, it's my donation. I just want, I appreciate your concern, don't worry about it. And if you really wanted to know, I actually told him, I hate to say this, you're gonna be lucky to get $15,000 for this guy, knowing he has tens of thousands of dollars into this thing, forgetting about how much it's none of nobody's business, but he has a lot of money in it, way more than $15,000 that I was saying to him.
all in, all done. Are you through? 50,000, J. Bryan. £50, 50, 50, now 50, now 50, now 50, now $50,000. 48 is bid. $50,000 to buy. 52. 52. Give a hand, boys and girls. It's going to good cause. 52, 52, 52 and a half. So, $50,000. God bless you all.
My very happy surprise, I was very wrong. And I believe, originally I thought it was 50, but I found out afterwards they got $55,000 for the vehicle. So that was probably, if there was anything that made my day, was that and seeing 8 million little Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts jump out of that car. Couldn't believe how many fit in that car. And cleaning the car, it was just that, and of course the canoe and all. They had a field day with the canoe, I knew they would. So it all worked out good at the end. Everybody was happy.